rundown for October 25th, 2021. Before I go any further, I must say happy birthday to the greatest podcast co-host I could have. It's Casey Smith. Happy birthday, Casey.
Hey.
Happy birthday.
Casey.
There you go. You're quite welcome. All right, so the rundown brought to you by FTX. FTX is the world's most popular mobile app for cryptocurrency tracking and trading. Build your portfolio and follow the prices of more than 10,000 coins. FTX is running a sweepstakes and giving you the chance to win $1 million in crypto. Head to un.ftx.us/DTTG. DTTG.
DD.
What did I say?
You said DTDG.
Yes.
Okay, let's start that over.
Totalitarian.
un.ftx.us/DDTG. One more time. That's un.ftx.us/DDTG.
You're putting a T in the letter D. DT.
DDTG. Could you say the
DDTG. DDTG.
You say it.
DDTG.
DDTG?
Yes.
Smitty
You gotta
dunking on your
exit.
ass.
Yeah, you gotta exit the Mississippi twang and just let it fly. Very literate.
DDTG. Is that better?
Think about a double D, brother.
DDTG.
I just told her happy birthday.
I knew that was.
To find out more details and enter the sweepstakes,
I knew it wasn't genuine.
Sign up now.
I just knew.
What?
You just knew the happy birthday wasn't just totally, completely just a good thing. Just have
Sing
to
the
throw-
birthday song.
No,
have to
we'll
throw
sing it at
something
the
in
end. We'll sing it at the end. We'll sing it at the end.
When Frank gets out of trivia, we'll sing it.
Oh, that could be ours.
That's true. He loves to take his sweet time.
Okay. Very loud steps, Liz, but that's all right.
It's the shoes. He's not doing it on purpose.
Just walk behind. Okay. Loud.
She could have gotten away with it. And
No, I just.
yeah, sure.
All right, rundown. So NFL football yesterday. A lot of things happening. A lot of interesting results, but none more so than I think in Cincinnati, where all of a sudden you have a downtrodden franchise for years. They got a quarterback. They got a receiver, and they just won Dave $250,000. He had a huge bet on there.
Yeah.
And that was the whole point of the stream yesterday. It was just riding out Dave's bet and ended up winning. The Bengals are good. They just beat the shit out of the Ravens on the road.
Yeah, they could have won. I mean, imagine if he bet that money line.
Yeah, no, that would have been a lot better.
It was 6.5, and
Yeah.
they easily covered the 6.5. They blew out the Ravens in Baltimore, and maybe they're one of the best couple teams in the AFC.
I mean, is Jamar Chase one of the best receivers in football, 7 games into his career?
He has the most yards out of any wide receiver
Ever through 7 games.
Ever through 7 games. He's amazing. Joe Burrow's amazing. The Bengals might not be there yet this year, but they have the best future out of virtually anybody in the NFL. However, Dave Portnoy's Jamar Chase shimmy, what do you call it?
Oh,
The gritty.
The gritty.
The gritty?
The LSU thing.
Kind of good.
Kind of good.
Davey! Oh my God, he did it!
Wasn't as bad as I thought Dave Portnoy's gritty would be. It's certainly better
Give
than
us
I
a-
can
give us
do.
a gritty.
I
Yes.
can't do
Just
it.
try
No,
one.
you gotta do it.
I
You gotta do it
can't-
now.
We all gonna do it?
No. You're
What?
the host.
I can't do it by myself.
You're the host, dude.
Tommy, do us a gritty.
You go first.
Yeah, we can have a gritty off.
We have a
Brandon
mic.
Walker and Tommy Smokes.
Tommy's too cool for school
I think
now.
we should just
Yeah.
run a bunch of people
Tommy gets
through here
some
and gritty.
college athlete pussy, and suddenly he's.
Okay.
Like that.
That's
He's-
skiing.
yeah,
You
You're
look like you're
going down the
slaloming.
slaloms.
You're doing
That's-
moguls.
Yeah.
You're skiing.
I don't
Remember the
know
college
how
basketball
No, it's
player?
more like you do the thing and then but you kick your legs at the same time. It's a no. What are you doing?
I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, that was a hopscotch, and that was just a.
That was just yeah.
That was,
I don't-
that was
I
an
don't know how-
old man
there's a
suffering
skip
from all
there,
sorts of
and then you
arthritis.
swing your arms. I don't know.
But
And
whatever
seeing-
Dave did, it was impressive.
And seeing more people fail at it makes it even more impressive that he kind
Exactly.
of did it right.
Ron, you surely can do a gritty.
I got the microphone on though. But it was an incredible win by him. How good does LSU's offense look in retrospect, except for Clyde Edwards-Helaire? He looks like
Oh, that's right. Because Justin
everybody else
Jefferson's
looks
tearing the league
incredible.
up. Yeah,
Justin
yeah.
Jefferson's crushing it. Burrow's crushing it.
I
Chase
mean,
is crushing it.
He's had
Clyde's
moments,
hurt.
though.
Clyde's hurt.
He's had moments.
But I mean, there's a lot of other ways that he wasn't the thing that their offense was built around. He was a product of all those really good
Oh, I
players
agree.
around
Yeah,
him.
yeah. Well, they had the best. I mean, they had the best offensive season in the history of college football, and now we're seeing why. Because Jamar Chase is a star, Joe Burrow's a star.
And Justin Jefferson's a
Yeah,
stud.
Justin
he's a
Jefferson. Well,
star.
he's no Jalen Reagor, but Justin Jefferson, pretty damn good.
Why? Do you have to do that? And thank God Frank isn't trivia because we were bringing up these receivers that the Dolphins didn't draft. like a Jamar Chase, who they traded back
But
to.
Jalen Waddle
avoid.
doesn't even suck.
Jalen
No.
Waddle doesn't suck, but he's not great. He's not Joe Burrow's guy, Jamar Chase.
Dave, give us a gritty.
What?
Give us a gritty. Yeah,
The dance you did, the Jamar Chase dance.
Only one I went with.
That's
Quite a jacket he's got on.
Yeah, it's a good ass
It's
jacket.
a good stipulation. I would do something when I win $250,000.
I
I
would.
hope I can say I
Well,
would do. I literally would do anything for $250,000 right now.
Yeah,
Yeah?
I would too.
Should have just bet $288,000 on the game.
That's all you gotta do.
Could have done it. Could have done it yesterday.
Tom Brady threw a 600 TD pass yesterday. His 600th touchdown pass. Obviously, still the record. It's going to be whatever he puts it at.
And Stephen
But
Chase butthurt he didn't get the ball.
the biggest story was who did he throw it to? Mike Evans.
Yes.
And Mike Evans gave it to a fan in the crowd, and then the fan was compensated. They walked up and they compensated him with what? A jersey, a signed
Yeah,
jersey.
that fan should lawyer up. He got swindled.
I don't know if he got swindled. I mean, he willingly gave it up.
He got
He
swindled.
willingly gave it up. He has to know he's in a position of power there. Like, you're sitting in the front row, you get a football, you don't just give it up for the first offer. You got to at least see what the second offer
He
is.
obviously did not know that football was worth $500,000.
Even so, it's still a football. If they want it back, it's you're not getting it back for free.
And he can't lawyer up now. That is like he gave it up.
He has no
blew it
leverage.
already. He had
He got
his
taken
chance.
advantage of. He clearly got taken advantage of, which is a shame.
I think he took advantage of himself.
And I'll be honest with you, if
Why are you pointing so hard?
because
That's a hard point.
this
That
is an
was good.
emphatic.
Yeah.
This is an
Let
emphatic
him
statement.
know.
If Stephen Che was that adult getting the football, he would have given it up, even though he knew it was worth $500K.
Stephen Shea would have just asked, "Can I walk it to him now?
Yes.
Can I come
Can I
down
give
and
it to
hand
him
it to him?"
personally?
And he would come down, he'd get on the knee, and he would hand it to him, which
Yeah.
would be fantastic.
In supplication.
I think that's better than.
Do you guys really think, though? I know that like it's the line, the kind of company line that he should have just left right away and
Right.
put it up for auction at whatever auction house. But I think that would you really have had the presence of mind in the moment to be like, I'm not giving up this ball?
You saw Barry Bonds' 71st home run,
Yeah.
like brawl in the stands for that
Yeah.
ball. I mean,
Yeah,
just
but
to
they
be
knew.
giving it to you.
The crowd there knew that was a record. They knew
He didn't know that was a 600.
I doubt. He probably didn't. He probably didn't. Like I'd be honest. I didn't know until he threw it that it was going to be 600.
Maybe.
I didn't know that we were about to see Tom Brady's 600 touchdown pass.
Yeah,
No,
I
the
agree.
fans around him didn't know, or else it would have been a bloodbath for that ball.
I don't know. It's one of those hindsight's 2020, right? Like, oh, I had a great moment. I got a football, then I got it, and I got the signed jersey. It's going to be awesome. What a great. Oh wait, shit! I could have got.
Dude, I wouldn't be
$200,000.
surprised if he throws 700.
But
I don't think that's out of. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibilities.
Now
700.
if he plays to 50,
I think 700 is realistic.
Jacket's cold as hell.
No, it's an awesome jacket.
it's a very good jacket.
It's strong. Where'd you get it from?
Really good.
What is it? Oh, Santarpio's?
It's the best piece. One or two. Same guy who made me the one in Detroit.
Yeah, it's a good jacket.
Give us a gritty.
Just one little dance.
It was a good gritty.
That
That's
was
what
in
we're
the
talking
moment.
about.
It was
It was
250.
impressively good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one else could do it.
Nobody. You see Tommy's gritty? Tommy.
It was really
Tommy,
bad.
do your gritty real quick.
Look at me. Makes yours all the better.
Oh wait, this isn't written down, but can we talk about your moment today real quick?
Oh, me and BH?
So Bryce Hall's in the office, right? Bryce Hall is walking around, and he's actually like right here. Tommy sits over there, and he's walking towards that way. And Jordan, who works over there, Jordan, who's great on TikTok, Bryce Hall sees Jordan and says, "Oh wow, I love you on TikTok." And Tommy thinks he's looking at him. Tommy goes, "Me?" And Bryce Hall says, "No, sit down."
No way. I see your TikToks all the time. Me? No, no. Nice to meet you. I'm so excited.
No, because your mom did.
Really?
Yeah. Lisa and I are great friends.
Have you seen her TikTok? She's the one that reports everything.
The fact that you're recognizing me is just, an honor itself.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Be humble.
Literally a moment out of a TV show where you think someone's saying hi to you, they're talking to the person behind you. I mean, I did just hit 100K on TikTok today. I figured me and Josh are basically boys. We met a few weeks ago. Josh probably went back to the Sway house. Was like, oh, yeah, you should meet this guy, Tom. He's awesome. He's got great TikToks. So, yeah, it was like, yeah, he probably wants to meet me. That was not the case. But it ended up being a huge win.
Because he.
He followed me on TikTok, followed me on Twitter.
Oh, wow.
Clips going well. So, overall,
Numbies?
huge W for the old T-Man. Yeah.
Doing
Numbers.
numbies.
So good day to be Tommy.
So the T-Man.
Great day to be Tom.
T-Man got the BH bump.
Yeah, I got the BH Bob. That's short for Bryce Hall.
Got it.
No, we got that.
Yeah, yeah.
Did I say Bryce Hall?
Not everyone's
Yeah.
close with him.
You said Bryce Harper.
Did I say Bryce Harper?
Yeah.
Same thing for you.
It really is.
Yeah, I
I'd be
know.
I saw Bryce Hall. Didn't mean anything to me. If I saw Bryce Harper, that would mean something.
Bryce Hall walks in here, you just call him an asshole because he has that haircut.
A terrible haircut. Nobody told him. Y'all just letting him walk around with that haircut?
I think that's in vogue now. I think that you could get that style. I think that you and Mitch should get that haircut.
It's like anybody
He
who's
should, for
worth
sure.
that amount of money, who has that many followers, can wear his hair no matter how they like.
You look like you could have a
Piss where he
dangly
pleases.
earring, a little
Yeah.
Barry Bonds cross
Does
earring.
that ass whipping yesterday say more about the Titans or the Chiefs?
I think the Chiefs.
I think
Chiefs.
the Titans are good.
Chiefs being that bad.
But the Titans should have been good. Like
Yeah.
they were good
They're
last
5
year.
and 2 though.
But they lost. What were they? 3-2, and they've won the last. Or like
They lost to
Lost
the
to
Jets.
the
Remember?
Jets.
They were
Yeah.
3 and 2, but now they've beaten the Bills and the Chiefs back to back.
You can't beat Patrick Mahomes and put up a 3 spot.
I think
can't.
You can. I mean, you're still passing
No,
Mahomes.
no,
Just walk right
no,
through.
There's that jacket
No.
again.
Come on through.
no.
Dance over. Yeah, it's
And after a decade and a half of seeing Andy Reid just do the same thing kind of over and over again, he's trying to use the same stuff to try to get out of the hole. But with that defense, might not be
their
able to.
defense sucks. Like that's what I mean. Like drafting Clyde Edwards-Helaire when you could have drafted like
Right, yeah.
Trayvon Diggs,
Yeah.
or like there's a lot of other players that they could have drafted. There's different ways that they could have gone there. The Chiefs suck though.
They suck. They're not
They'll
good.
give up
They
30
might have
points
problems with the Giants this week.
to everybody.
No, I think they're 3 and 4. It's time to say they suck, but I think they're about to turn it around.
They suck
lost,
now.
They lost to the Bills. They lost to the Titans. I mean, that's not.
These
that
are good
bad.
teams.
Yeah, these are good teams. College football and college
And the
football,
Broncos suck now. It's like the
couple things. Do y'all want to cry about the Eagles real quick?
Chargers up.
no, they suck.
We're in tank mode, in my opinion.
They suck.
Lions not that bad. 0-7, might as well.
I think you should be in tank mode. You should just be like.
just my life in
no,
tank
you should
mode.
just react like Frank to everything that happens with the Eagles.
It's essentially what it is, but
Bite the hat.
unlike Frank, it's realistic and acceptable
But his
and
is realistic
necessary.
too. He was right.
No,
least
maybe
we
not,
get
maybe
their
not
draft
midway
pick,
through
though.
the
I
year
don't
when
like
the Mets
the way
are in
you say
first place.
realistic.
Realistic?
You said realistic.
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 You said realistic.
Realistic.
Like it has an O in it.
Realistic.
You guys
doesn't?
know I got kicked out of the Jersey Jerry Army today
For what?
Yeah.
for being for being on the fence for being. Look, I like Jeff Nadeau too, so I'm not gonna.
Gary, come on,
I'm not gonna
come.
pick sides. I'm not gonna pick
Politician
sides. I like
D-Walk.
Jeff Nadeau.
I'm part of the Jersey Jerry Army.
No, it's a sad sight.
Yeah.
It's sad to see. You know, since I got here, I show Brandon respect.
You didn't though. You didn't.
I show Brandon respect since I got here. And
Didn't you agree with me earlier that you didn't though? Because when you got here, you didn't call Big Cat by a different name. You didn't call Marty by a different name. You didn't call Rone by a different name. But you called me what?
Let me rephrase that. Since I found out Brandon's real name, I really thought it was Brendan.
You did not. Nobody
I did.
thinks that.
I did. For the record, I thought it was Brendan.
Jerry, my name is Brandon.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
You said
He called you Brandon.
Hey,
That's what I said.
you said Brendan.
No, I said Brandon.
Brendan.
Brandon.
Brandon.
Are you saying Brandon?
I'm saying
It's
Brandon.
Brandon, yeah.
Yeah, Brandon.
Brandon.
Say I ran.
I ran.
Say Brandon.
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 Ever since then, I called him Brandon now because it's his real name.
That's nice.
I showed him love. I showed him respect. And then now he wants to be in and out of the Army, so he's out. He's done. And I got guys that are pissed.
Is he honorable
Jerry, it's
discharge
people
or
on Twitter that call
dishonorable
themselves
discharge?
captain and lieutenant. It's a fake army.
It's not a fake army.
It's a fake army until it isn't.
I wish Casey was here because my army wished Casey happy birthday
So did I.
before you.
I didn't see her until 2 o'clock.
Thank you. Thank you, Jerry.
Yeah. And I can't imagine what they were saying about the D's.
They probably enjoyed that
Yeah,
part.
it's-
In college football, we had a 9 overtime game the other day, and it was possibly the worst thing that ever happened to anybody. That was what?
Dangerous.
That was dangerous. Yeah, 9 overtime game between two teams that couldn't get a 2-point conversion.
That rule is stupid as
and
fuck.
it's not
though.
really a 9 overtime game because after the second overtime, it was just 2-point conversion after 2-point
And it's just
conversion.
one play. Like that's not an overtime. Stop calling it an overtime.
I think that's a good rule if you play like 6 overtimes, then you go to 2-point conversions, fine. But if you play 2 and then you go to 2-point conversions, especially whoever came up with this rule never envisioned it would be Penn State and Illinois, two teams that couldn't get 3 yards.
It was embarrassing.
And
I
Final
would-
score 20-18. They
Yeah.
played 7 overtimes.
The fact it went to nine
Nine
overtime,
overtimes,
the
yeah.
fact it went to 9 overtimes and the over wasn't even close to being
didn't give
sniffed
them 8 points.
is embarrassing.
Well, because they had to chip away 2 points at a time. Like it's a
Yeah,
dumb.
But they still weren't even getting that.
But,
Yeah.
but Rome, they went 5 overtime periods with zeros.
It's a shame because
There were
Penn
10
State.
straight failed 2-point conversions.
when your season really ends in college football when you stop like contending for a national championship. And that's where Penn State is at. You could still convince yourself, like, oh, we beat Ohio State, then we're still in that conversation.
The season ends with your second loss.
With your second loss. Because with one loss, it's just like, okay, we just have to win we can kind of do this or do that.
Because they lost to Iowa, but Clifford got hurt. You could have a built-in excuse, and you still controlled your own destiny. But
and you maybe see Iowa again in the Big Ten championship.
Now you lose to Illinois, who stinks, and you have to go to Ohio State this weekend.
And the worst thing is having to listen to Illinois fans like Chuck and fucking Carl just being like, we're fucking awesome, fuck Penn State.
That is a scourge.
It's like, dude, I say fuck Penn State.
They're Illini athletes. They're allowed to do what they want.
They are.
Some way, somehow.
Noom is here to change how we see food with a psychology-based approach that looks at what you eat, but also how you eat. Instead of making you feel guilt or regret, Noom empowers you to keep going. Instead of trying to cram your life into someone else's idea of health, try Noom. Noom uses a psychology-based approach to find a healthier balance that's moldable to your life, and as a result, it is more sustainable. You don't need rules to lose weight, just the knowledge and wisdom to help you build smarter, more sustainable habits. Noom's cognitive behavioral approach helps you unlearn bad habits and better understand your relationship with food. With Noom, taking care of your health is empowering instead of stress-inducing. No need to fear ruining the whole program with one off day. Noom will help you get back on track. Start building
ZAA better habits.
Is that just a typo? Start building ZAA better habits for healthier and long-term results. Sign up for your trial at Noom.com/rundown. That's NOOM.com/rundown.
Beautifully done.
Mm-hmm.
Smooth.
Thank you. That was a good ad read. But there is
the ZAA.
That's a problem.
Zot better.
Explain
better. Maybe it's just for Zot.
Yeah.
Well, no, we didn't blame you. You're okay. You're okay.
Explain the next. Pass the buck, brother. No accountability
All
here.
right, we have not had a rundown since Alec Baldwin killed a woman.
It's not that funny.
Listen, it's not funny. It's not funny.
It's not funny.
He injured a man, and then he killed a woman. We haven't had a rundown since he killed a woman. I don't know how to go about this, but Alec Baldwin killed a woman. Accidentally?
Of course.
Why are you saying it with a question mark? Accidentally.
Yeah.
No, that was a.
Yeah,
I think that was an exclamation
You
point.
said accidentally?
You think the 42-year-old cinematographer had a hit out on her from Alec Baldwin?
I don't know.
24,
I
I
don't
thought.
know. It's just that
I thought
Alec
42.
Baldwin.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
He's fine.
No, rest in peace to the actual person who passed.
Oh yeah, no, it's certainly not a joking manner, but
So,
it's.
Donald
The way
Trump.
you said it was funny, though.
I didn't try to say it funny. Here, let me say this unequivocally, without reservation, without doubt.
Stop trying to be funny about it.
I'm not. Alec Baldwin killed a woman accidentally.
You see Donald Trump Jr. selling shirts. Guns don't kill people. Alec Baldwin kills people.
I have not seen Donald Trump Jr.'s son
Yes.
or Donald Trump Jr. selling those shirts.
Yes.
Have you bought one yet?
I have not, and I will not.
Do you frequent his T-shirt collection?
No, I just saw it trending on Twitter, but that's definitely not something that would be sold.
It is
at any
wild
other
that in
place,
2021
like
we're having
5 years ago, 10 years ago.
This sort of accident on a movie set. Like,
Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah,
thought he
yeah.
wanted gun control. Fucking lib.
Well, there was
fucking
no
lib.
union on the set.
Oh, that's what it was?
I bet you wanted one, fucking lib.
Well, it actually would help the safety relegations
pussy.
with and procedures on a movie set where
Fucking
people are
lib.
getting killed with accidentally projectiles. But
I bet you
Just
do
report
wanna-
the news.
You want to live in a world where we don't accidentally kill people with guns, don't you? You fucking lib.
Dude, how did they shoot the scene in Mr. and Mrs. Smith where they go across each other's bodies and they're like shooting the guns and then the camera goes 360 and like the guns are like the bullets are going past it.
Do you think they actually use real bullets?
Yeah.
I'm asking
think
how
how-
they shot the scene in Mr.
Why
and
are
Mrs.
we
Smith.
using real? Why is it real anything in there? We can CGI anything. Why can't we sound things, gun sounds? What? Ken Jack, I see you looking at me. I don't know movies.
I
all
tried
right?
to get an explanation from Ken Jack, like how that still happens, and he went on
He almost
a
looks
5-minute diatribe about how there's
satisfied.
gunpowder in there when it's meant to make a sound, but there's a cap in there when it's not made to make a sound.
It's running in like the Ultimate
Yeah.
Warrior.
You were talking about the Brandon Lee thing, and the
You
Brandon
can
Lee
be
thing.
over here.
Or what just happened.
I don't know exactly what happened on the Alec Baldwin one, but you had asked me, I remember earlier, about the Brandon Lee one,
Right.
which was they used a show bullet, which still had a primer behind it, and the whoever had been using it fired it and sent like the shell halfway down the barrel, and then he used a blank cartridge, which still has powder in it, and that just shot the bullet the rest of the way down the barrel, which killed Brandon Lee. This is like a totally different movie. I don't know what type of gun they were using, so it's tough to say. but they said there wasn't a union job, so like they have all those safeties and regulations and shit on there. They had like a non-union guy doing it. And
Question.
I don't know.
Are they going to finish the movie?
I would assume no. There is a lot of other stars
They
in there,
finished The
but
Crow.
Fuck.
they finished a lot of movies with Kevin Spacey too, but very different type of deal. So I don't know
Yeah,
how
he
it works
wasn't
out with that.
shooting bullets at people.
He was shooting something on people.
They
Right.
should, but they should make it idiot-proof. Like, there shouldn't be like, oh, you have to know how to use the prop gun. Like, it should be idiot-proof. There should be no like chance of something like that happening.
I mean, Dune just came out, and we just saw like these massive sweeping landscapes into space and spaceships and giant explosions. None of that's real. Like, if they can do that,
What?
why can't they just do CGI
So
guns?
no sandworms
everywhere?
killed anybody on the set of
No,
Dune?
not yet.
Only in '83 though, Ken Jack.
Yes, only in '83.
But D-Lo gave it a 96, right?
David
96.
Lynch.
It's beauty's in the eye of the beholder, you know.
Sounds like shots fired, Jeff D-Lo.
Did. It really
Yeah,
did.
it's exactly what
I
that
think that
sounds like.
relationship's unraveling before our very eyes.
Holy
Hey.
fuck.
Faze Clan, the gaming guys, they got a valuation of $1 billion.
$1 billion.
That doesn't seem right.
Gaming, man.
I've tried to watch you do video games, and I would
Yeah.
never pay somebody $1 billion for what you do.
Because FaZe Clan is actually the real deal, and they know what they're doing.
You
I'm
don't?
Like,
Who
do I
would you
look like I
compare
know what
them
I'm
to
doing?
if they were like a sports franchise? Are they like the Lakers? Are they like fucking
But they're
Man United? Like,
Yeah,
what?
Man United, like just kind of the imagery and the culture.
Aren't they
behind it.
kind of like
They're-
Barstool? Like, isn't that what people compare
That's
them
what they're
to?
like. They're trying to be like more of a content. They have
They
like.
worth more than this?
I mean,
Yeah.
they're valued at $1 billion. I know
But
they
what-
don't
This tweet from
generate
a
more than
sports
us.
business guy who said FaZe Clan is going public at $1 billion. The company will do $50 million in revenue and isn't profitable yet. Barstool is doing $100 million in revenue and was profitable, acquired at $450 million. That's one of the best acquisitions in recent memory.
Yeah, they have.
So
But
we
our
gotta take it
price
for
is
a ride.
probably our valuation's probably higher now.
Yeah. They were. He was just saying at the time.
But they
Why
have
should I have
they
me
have
on
the
that deal?
esports teams, but they also have like a culture. Like Nick Merckx is a content creator for FaZe Clan stuff. He's probably worth. Good God.
This weekend, Pup Punk did 2 shows.
Fun time.
One in Denver, one in Bloomington. How'd they go?
I had fun.
I thought you guys were great.
You had
It's
fun?
my first Pup Punk show.
It was just a fun time.
If you ever have a chance to see a Pup Punk show, go see it. It's fucking fun.
It's a laugh. It's a good laugh.
I wouldn't say a laugh.
I don't know. It's a
Good time
fucking,
out with your buddies, your boys, or your ladies.
yeah, a lot of sing-alongs.
A lot of sing-alongs.
We're not good, but it's like
Not bad.
yeah, exactly. It's like
And the songs are good. They're proven good songs.
That's what it is, honestly.
Frankie's elbow. Hold up.
That guy,
Barely.
it hit barely hit, but that motherfucker was.
He was drumming, but he
Yeah.
almost died out there.
That's fine.
It was like whiplash. He
It's
was
just
like coming
Frankie,
up
it's not
bloody
one
on
of
the
the
stool.
Hey, you got Miles Teller.
Yeah, exactly. He was pushing it through. He was definitely Frankie's gonna come back with a pill problem, just like hooked on fucking oxys from having to play drums. Poor guy.
And you will have done that to him.
Oh yeah, get out there and fucking play, Frankie.
I saw that behind the scenes. You guys were filling him with all kind of shots and shit.
The epidural. Give me the epidural.
All right. Anything else? That's the rundown.
That's the freaking rundown.
That's the rundown.
sounds
Good
fun.
rundown, boys.
Hell yes, boys. Good shit.